Skeezy on the beat,
Say, man, hey, man, who we got in here in the building, man?
Yeah. 5455 Kapo.
Cool, man. Hey, man, brother, where you from, man? Where you born and raised at, man?
Pamlico, North Carolina.
Word up, man. Shout out to North Carolina, man.
Yeah.
You know, North Carolina on the rise, you feel me?
It is. It's been some good years lately.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Shit, man. Shoot. Well, we got my brother 5455 Kapo.
Yep.
Yeah, we got my brother 5455 Kapo in the business, man. How did you get into music, brother?
Listening to music. I've been listening to music since I was probably old enough to talk. Probably grew up with it. Grandma, mama, everybody.
Right.
Like, I always loved music. Grew up, you know, them weekend mornings and all that, blasting the music in the house.
Yeah.
And my mama had me young, so it was like listening to her music that she had.
Who were some of the artists that you was growing up listening to that your mama played that influenced you?
My mama was in the, you know what I'm saying, she was born in the 70s, so she grew up in the 80s, so it was Big Daddy Kane, Kid and Play.
Okay.
What is it? Arrested Development.
Okay.
Like, yeah, all them 80s, early 90s groups. Salt and Pepper, of course, you already know. You already know Queen Latifah, all that.
You don't hear too many artists saying that, brother. Like that, so that's important because that's, you know, they really stamped the hip hop scene. So like without them, you know what I'm saying, you couldn't have the hip hop we did. So any type of projects you got working on, brother? What you got coming out, man? What you got going on?
Nobody released this One Crying in the Wilderness.
One Crying in the Wilderness?
Yeah.
Okay, well, break that down to us, man. What's that about?
One Crying in the Wilderness is it's a biblical background of the coming of Jesus, paving the way for that. Also, it can have double meanings in just everyday life. It ain't strictly gotta be, but that's the basis, the foundation of it. But it applies to everyday life too for anybody. Of just, it's basically someone who's giving you a message, speaking something, and it has a lot of meaning and life lessons in it, but oftentimes it falls on deaf ears. So that's why the One Crying in the Wilderness is basically like you out there by yourself. You're trying to give people the game, but the game they not receiving it. So
they kind of
like,
go to the story of him. So okay.
So it's kind of a point where you just got to throw it in their face and be like, "This is what it is."
Okay. Well, man, give the people something how you grew up, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give them too much, but you know what I'm saying? How was life for Kapo growing up? You know what I'm saying?
It was middle class life. I mean, I can't say middle class. Hell, where I'm from, it ain't much. So I mean, it was always the perception of my family was doing great, but that wasn't the case. It's just like,
hey, we always want to do.
They put their money where they want. You feel me? Like,
I don't care where we at. We could be low, middle, high. We still gonna want to be.
Yeah,
like we gonna see something that's gonna.
By all means, I ain't gonna act like I had the worst upbringing. Definitely, like I lived a decent childhood. Cause I mean, most of my life I stayed with my grandparents, so grandma wasn't having that. She had to live somewhat decent.
Right. Gotcha.
Like my mom moved around a lot, so it came a point where I was getting older and I didn't want to keep switching schools, switching friends. So it was just like I stayed with my grandparents most of my life.
Well, I mean, what do you do music for? What is your goal? Like, what is your purpose of music? Like, why?
Honestly, I do music for me. But I know that it's a lot in what I have to offer as far as life stories, messages in my music to better, especially the youth coming up, because times are changing. So in a way of translating my story and my experiences into something they can comprehend and understand.
Oh, so you saying you got the storytelling type of bringing it back?
I definitely I love to tell a story. Like, so it's like, regardless if it's my story or somebody else's story, that they came to me and spoke about situations maybe I hadn't personally been through, but it's somebody out there that's going through it. So either way, you can't negate those tales, because it can help somebody in some kind of way.
Man, that's really exciting to hear, because you know a lot of the game has went to a whole different era. You know what I'm saying? So
It has.
In hip hop.
I think the game today is more so. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it's more glorification in things without giving the other side of the things they're glorifying or the things they're speaking about. They can talk about shooting, they can talk about selling drugs, getting high, yada yada, but they ain't telling you what come along with any of that. I mean, almost 90-some% of music today got some kind of gang banging activity in it, but they ain't giving you the other side of what come with that either. Like, I've lost family and friends to gang violence and different things. Like, so it's the other side to that, other than just they speak about it, but how they speak about it is like they talk about sliding on the ops, killing the ops, or homies they lost, but they speak about it in a way of like it's nothing.
So do you feel that the music that you create is that it's more realistic? Did you tell them stories that you?
It's more grounded. It's more. I take what people magnify and glorify and put on a level of putting it into. You have to be from a certain place or a certain area to go through this, versus bringing it back to anybody can go through this. Like,
right. I mean, because everybody goes through some type of something.
Hey.
And you know, when everybody goes through a certain type of struggle, especially when we come from where we come from, because we all come from the neighborhood, you know. So when we come to the neighborhood, we could be in a neighborhood and we struggle, but we look at the neighborhood, they struggle worse than we struggle.
Yeah.
Even though we all in the same damn neighborhood, but
it's always that. It's all. I mean, it's anywhere. You could be on the street with somebody living on a little dead end street.
Right.
It's gonna be somebody with the big house and the 10 acres, and they got this, that, and the third. Then it's gonna be a little somebody in between that they ain't doing as good as them necessarily, but
right.
they doing all right. They maintaining. They got a livelihood. But then you got somebody up the block that's like, they barely making, like they scraping, they struggling. They got to do what they got to do to try to survive. You feel me? And they got kids, that adds a whole nother dynamic to the situation.
You know how it is. We grew up, even in middle class, everybody struggles.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Middle class still ain't surviving. Like,
to get to the top
between
class,
poverty and middle class, it's a very small margin.
If they never have made a class, nobody would be trying to get to the top class. You know, the fact that it's you can get.
But that's
part
of the game.
We're gonna try to get there then.
That's in everything. That's part of the game. If you look at anything, it's levels. If you play sports, you got rookies. You got people that's seasoned, and then you got vets. Like it's everything is like that. Everything has.
So do you feel that this project right here is a seasoned project? This
project is killing the narrative of the tears.
Y'all hear that now?
I've been doing it for a while, so I can't say I'm a rookie to making music.
How long you been doing music, brother? When did it start? You bring them, you don't have it.
Middle school. I probably still have them.
The man behind the scenes, but y'all getting exclusive with 5455 Kapo. He breaking it down. This One Crying in the Wilderness album dropping soon. So you really getting the ins and outs of what this project is about. So
middle school.
Break it down to us.
I could say probably middle school, like early middle school, writing. I probably still got notebooks now from middle school and like just writing rhymes listening to different things. Me and my boy Tone will be in class. Like, I still do music. Like, he still do music with me now, and it's like writing rhymes in class, and we'll look back on it now like, bro, that was trash. It was trash, but it was the starting point. It was you listen to artists, so and you don't really have a style or sound because you ain't done it before.
Right.
So it's like that's that growing part of you finding yourself, and not only that, you not rapping somebody else's lifestyle. It's that growing part in music of you starting to write raps, but I wasn't old enough yet to really comprehend. It's not just entertainment at the end of the day. We do it for entertainment, but music affects so many people that it's like it's not solely entertainment. Regardless of what disclaimers you might put on it, it affects people in some kind of way.
Right, and I mean, whether you say you from Pamlico, you know, and we Carolina based, we from Carolina, so tell us about Pamlico. How Pamlico? I don't want to mess up the name, but tell us how it was. What is it to do out in Pamlico? Is that why, you know, brothers resort to
nothing? Like it's nothing. Like you growing up, you either outside playing, depending on your age range. You outside playing when I was growing up as a kid. You either on the street with a bunch of kids, or you going somewhere on the street with a bunch of kids. Teenage years, I mean,
hey,
even
look,
not even teenage years.
Pamlico, like, for the world to understand, Pamlico ain't like your typical town. You got to catch a ferry to get to Pamlico.
Coming from this way, well, you can go, you can drive around, but it take longer.
Where you at? Yeah. You got to get a ferry. Like if you're on my side.
Yeah, from here, it's probably quicker for y'all to take the ferry from here.
We had to get a ferry to get over there. And it's like, when you get over there, that's why I asked.
It ain't, it's like literally growing up, bro, you literally.
It ain't nothing here.
You had a place, but no.
It ain't nothing here.
No.
A fucking Walmart, couple stores spread out. It ain't shit down this motherfucker, man. But, you know, I get a high pitch. I done got a high pitch voice. That's how you know when I speak for real.
It's nothing in Pamlico, bro. You had to play sports. Growing up, sports was literally the only outlet. You was playing rec sports, or you playing for the school or something like. Sports was it. It was sports, so you was in the street.
Everybody was.
Or it was sports and you was in the street, so it wasn't like it wasn't. It was no extras, bro. Ain't no malls, ain't no shopping centers, ain't no bowling alley, no nothing. Like ain't nothing. There is nothing. You gotta say ain't nothing. That's the bit. Look.
So
it's like it's a beautiful place. I mean, everybody know everybody. Ain't talk like it ain't to talk down on. I mean, it's you gotta make y'all. You just gotta be creative, bro. Like you gotta be creative. You gotta have some kind of hustle about you. It ain't you not just gonna be there and not have no kind of grind or hustle about you. You got to do something.
Yes, man. So what? I mean, we touched on how the hip hop game, the music game is nowadays compared to what it was back in the days. What do you listen to? Who is a few artists that you listen to nowadays that influence you, that inspire you to keep? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes. We gotta stay in touch with our own craft, but who do you listen to give you inspiration? You know what I'm saying? In today's
era?
Yeah.
Sue Surf, Albie Al. I listen to.
I never heard.
As far as rap go, Surf, Albie Al, Mozzie. I listen to a lot of Mozzie.
Okay.
A lot of Mozzie, like he probably like my number one artist on my play between him and Surf, and there's quite a few of them. I listen Griselda, West Side Gun.
Yeah.
Creativity is crazy. You know what I'm saying? The whole Griselda, Benny Conway, great guy, Stove guy, like everything they come out with, I'm listening to because the bars are there and the creativity factor. They're not doing something everybody else is doing. Like they dare to push a barrier, and it's like the creativity level. It keeps me inspired from the beats they use to how they flow on the beats. Like is refreshing. Because a lot of people are just generic pattern or content is just everything's the same. So it's
I definitely respect that and feel that because that's honestly what I've been listening to. I've been listening to some Griselda. Them brothers just brought something different to the game, you know,
definitely did.
and they brought that
It's like a modern Wu
you
Tang.
know, because it's been a lot of, you know, just they brought that old struggle feel,
Yeah.
they just brought it back. So salute to them guys. So I definitely feel you on that. Um, what are your views on like politics? Do you mess with the politics or do you?
I
You know
don't.
what I'm
I
saying?
don't
Like
really.
it's
I
kind of
don't.
a touchy subject because
I don't speak on it because
to me honestly, I don't judge nobody or whatever you want to do or whoever
yeah.
you.
As far as
That's your
politics, I
business.
don't really.
you know,
I do
I
my
just like to
research.
know,
I
how
I vote accordingly, but I don't like. I don't
because
tell nobody.
honestly, I voted. It's behind the cameras. Y'all can't see me, but I haven't voted. I never voted.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
vote, but I
saying?
do my research on
Never
candidates. I
voted.
don't vote party. Like a lot of people get caught in just voting party. They're either Democrat or Republican or whatever, and they just solely vote per that and not really what the candidate has to
So
offer or is
you
pushing.
saying
It's
that
like,
people really don't really know the knowledge of what they voting on?
a lot of the times, no. Sometimes they do, and even if it's messed up, they still don't care because
People
their family or whatever is that, so they're gonna be that or gonna do that. So it's like,
yeah, it goes either way, and that's why I never voted. I never voted because I just never got into it at first.
yeah.
Once I got a little older and I got to picking up on knowledge, and I'm like, okay, ain't nobody. They all selling everybody a dream. That's just my opinion.
For the most part, that's what it is. I mean, that's why it's politics.
Any president that has really exposed some shit, they getting them up out of there.
I don't look for a president to bring any kind of change. I mean, at the end of the day, the president is a face.
He is. He's a face.
They can sign off on stuff, but it still gotta go through Congress.
But
They gotta go through the House. They
the
gotta
president
Senate.
is around certain stuff where he should be able to. Okay.
Should be, but that's why checks and balances is.
When you understand it, it's like okay, because now we got I don't know if you've been in a cahoots, but I ain't even really been in cahoots. Like I said, I never voted, but now we got Cornel West running for president, and this brother you've been familiar with Cornel West.
I don't feel like
always been.
Either way, I don't feel like my personal opinion. It's not designed to win. It's designed to be an illusion. It's designed for comfort. A lot of stuff in America is designed for comfort. Like it's designed to make people happy. I mean, it's the land of opportunity. So it's designed to
honestly, bro,
keep people
like
appeased.
It's an uncomfortable conversation with anybody,
and it shouldn't be
because it's two different topics. That's one, and religion is one.
Religion was always. I mean, anything people are passionate about is gonna be. I'm not. It shouldn't even have to be uncomfortable, but people can't control their emotions. So it's like.
Nah, and a lot of times
I don't expect people to feel how I feel about anything.
Yeah. So this is good that we're getting this right here because this brother really expressing and just showing you how he is. Like we can have conversations about whatever.
That's
and
a fact.
However you feel is not going to affect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like that's one thing in life. Like I don't expect me from other people. If I expect you to act how I act, then you're not being you. Like I don't want that. Be how you are. Like I'm always be respectful as long as respect is given. And it's like be you, but don't be like I don't believe in trying to force something on someone or try to get them to change their views or outlook to yours. You can tell them about something. You can give them information without necessarily having to force it on them. Because once you try to force people to do stuff, then they become rebellious. Now they don't want to hear you at all. They don't want to talk at all now. Like so it's over before it starts.
Real
Like,
talk.
there got to be more conversation
Yeah.
and less like yelling and just trying to be like. It don't get you nowhere at the end of the day. It's just wasted energy.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Salute, brother. Because you know, the fact that you even gave that much insight, you know what I'm saying? A lot of our people, man, they have one side, one mind looking at it. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you have that to say is like, yo, a lot of people ain't gonna have that to say. Motherfuckers are just gonna be, you know, just going wherever they say they're gonna
that's
believe.
what it is, and
it's like, nah, man, it's like.
And if you don't think what they think, they gonna call you crazy and be like, nah, look at it like this. I'm trying to tell you this was right.
This is what I feel, and I'm feeling this for a reason. I don't have this feeling for no reason. But that's what's up, though. You know what I'm saying? My brother 5'5" Kapo in the building, man. He done came in and told you where you from, man. You know what I'm saying? We still in the building. Brother, what is your goals in music? What is your goals in music? What do you want to accomplish? At the end of the day, what is your goals and accomplishments? What do you want to do in music?
To maybe help somebody, like maybe something I say or a message, or even if it's just a song that sounds good to them and make somebody have a better day. Like, I genuinely just want to help somebody. Be like, yo, I never looked at this way, or I never thought about this, and to just change, like, have that impact. I ain't gonna say change, have that impact on someone's life, like to bring them out of a dark place, or let them know they're not in a place alone. Like it's
that's what's up, man. You hear that right there? That's from my brother 5'5" Kapo, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's here for the people. That's good to hear, man. You know what I'm saying? That's really good to hear. You know? And one crowd in the wilderness.
Yeah.
What do you think is the because I'm anxious to hear it. First of all, tell the people when it's coming out. You know, how many songs you got on? How many songs is on?
It'll be out around February. Might drop it around Valentine's Day. What's the date? It's the 9th. It's like 13, 14. Yeah. It's 13 songs.
Okay.
The bad luck number 13. Yeah, 13
like they said
tracks.
about 6.
Yeah.
I've seen that so many times with that. I feel like that's a lucky number to me.
It's
I've seen it too many times.
13 tracks. It's about shake something up. Like, I'm excited about this one. This project is one of them. It's like a soundtrack to life, soundtrack to the soul, bro. Like, it's definitely one of them. 13 tracks produced by Skeezybeatz. It's fire from beginning to end.
That boy Skeezy.
Facts. From beginning to end. It's
13 tracks, bro. So what do you feel is out of 13? Which one is the one out of 13?
It's hard to pick the one because every time you hear one, it give you that feel.
Ooh.
It's hard to pick just one.
Okay.
Because they all got their own.
So you mean tell me I
energy,
put this motherfucker in and just let it ride
from beginning to end?
Oh my God!
You could press play and that's it.
That's what we've been
missing
in the game.
The whole joint gonna walk you through
projects like intros, interludes, skits. This little stuff that like a project of is that what we getting?
That's
from?
What you get.
Man, come on,
you got
bro.
an intro skit. You got a skit
again?
in the beginning. You got a skit at the end. You got interlude. You got it's gonna walk you right through the whole project.
13 songs.
13.
When this motherfucker dropping again?
February 13th.
Hey man, look, y'all, man. Hey, Y'all heard it right there, man. One Crown in the Wilderness, man. Produced by that boy Skeezybeatz, man.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Skeezy did his thing on this.
It's
classic material. Skeezy for president. I said it. Y'all want to talk politics, talk that. Skeezy for president.
Hey, man, we're going to free all the real.
Yeah.
And we're going to run up the mills. And everybody going to eat. You understand? That's what it's about. You feel me? So, you already know what time it is, man. Salute to the brother, man. Tell them one time again when it's dropping. Give them drop your links. Let them know what time it is.
5455 Kapo. It's on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you got it. All them links on all platforms. Look it up. 5455 Kapo. One Crying in the Wilderness. Produced by Skeezybeatz. Dropping February 13th. Be ready for it because it's hidden. And once it hit, you ain't gonna hear nothing else. That's all I gotta say about it.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's with no bias.
Where can they follow you? Where you on the social media platform?
I am. Let me hear my links.
Yeah, man, good. Run them links down. This is a real interview right here.
IG 5455 _Kapo. That's on IG. Snap. BGB _ no, actually, yeah, BGB _ 5455 on Snapchat. 5455 Kapo on Facebook. That's coming soon. I had to revamp that one, so it's coming soon. I'm gonna get my artist page on Twitter jumping too. This project gonna take all of that. It need all of that. It's about to be everywhere. TikTok. Got my TikTok. I gotta get that. I was never really on TikTok like that, but it's about to be a TikTok time. I think it's the same thing on TikTok. At 5455 Kapo on TikTok. It's 5455 Kapo. Yeah, I'm about to get that page jumping. 2024, we running all year. 24, we doing this for Kobe.
Hey, man, y'all heard it right there. You heard it right there, man. One Crown in the Wilderness, man. It's 2024, man. We starting all this motherfucker like Kobe. We ain't playing no games, man. We in the gym day, night, in between. You know what I mean? So,
all year we working.
One Crown in the Wilderness.
We coming back to back.
13th, we ain't playing no game, man. Valentine's Day coming.
Part 2 might drop this summer. We working.
Right there. Part 2 coming. Part 3, 4, 5. So y'all stay
Jackson
tuned,
and Gordy project coming too.
Jackson, Gordy.
Yeah, me and Skeezybeatz.
Salute to the RMF.
Salute RMF. You feel me?
You know what I mean? Hey. Hey, we in this motherfucker, man. Salute, man. Love,
Easy
peace,
money,
blah,
low
man.
boy,
You know
trap, RMF coming. Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. Skeezy on the beat, I took this journey mostly alone, with just a loyal few. To all of you who turned back on me, I hate I troubled you. I knew you wouldn't make it, yet and still I couldn't face it. Exposed all the lies, now I'm standing here naked. Yeah, I'm bearing all. I once tried to share it all with some who in my hardest times wouldn't even dare to call. Not accepting excuses, cause if you can't make time for those you say you love, then in my mind you're truly useless. I extended hands to people, then they spit in it. Paid the tolls to take you on this ride, you wouldn't get in it. Everybody didn't leave, some perished along the way. But tomorrow not promised, so we living for the day. And to those that I lost, you forever remember. Like that 21st night in the month of September, but back to business.